What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, breaking down this upcoming Thursday night football slate. Before we get hit like button for me, definitely subscribe. San Fran at Seattle. Again, hit like button for me. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Comment below who you think the highest score will be on the slate. Let me know, like I said, in the comments. That's always fun to kind of read them and see what y'all think. But here we are. So, San Fran at Seattle. San Fran's a 3.5 point favorite. Over and unders at 49. Moneyline 185 for San Fran. So let's kick it off with San Fran. Jordan Mason, what a wagon. Um, Getting double-digit attempts every single game. I mean, the dud game he had was against the LA Rams and Arizona Cardinals. And then he broke off against New England. He broke off against Minnesota and the Jets. He's a wagon. I can't say that enough. I love him here. Once again, I know he's the highest priced player at 10-2, but it's well worth it. I think I'm still going to play him. I'm going to play him the captain. Um, it's just hard not to go to him. If we look at opponents' rushing yards, let's find Seattle's allowing 128 per game, or 128 around there. So NFL team opponent rushing odds per game, the average for 2024. So it's not bad. It's not bad. So we're not even going to talk about this. We're just going to keep going. Brock Purdy, 9-4. He's getting you about 15 a game. Um, Interceptions have been there so far this season. Rushing yards aren't really getting you there. Kind of just a pocket quarterback. You know how it goes for Brock Purdy. 19 for 35 last game, 15 for 27 against New England. Average to me. I mean, how much the I kind of like Gino a little bit more. What's Gino's price? Because this is the first time I'm looking at the slate. 9-2 for Gino. Let's look at passing yards. San Fran's 197, Seattle 183. So it's right there, kind of in the mid-range. Um, Debo, 8-8, dud game last game. Whole two season low, 20 combined yards there. There's a little defense kind of keyed in on Debo. Ayuk is 8-4. They're priced very similarly. Ayuk had a good game when they were focused on Debo a little bit more. George Kittle's questionable. Wanting to see what's going on with him. That's going to be impact on the slate if he's out. Um, no Moody. Jennings 4,000, 4 targets, 1 reception. Other than that, I mean, he had a huge breakout game against LA and then kind of went downhill from there. Let's talk about Seattle for a minute. This is an interesting slate because I there's not one clear-cut option I really like, and there's not really a clear-cut team that I really like on this slate. Pricing's a little bit indifferent to me. JSN, been consistent as can be at 7,000 though. It's kind of a high price tag. Metcalf at 9,000. The fumbles, man, the fumbles. I mean, he's up there. Gino's 9-2. Kenneth Walker's 9-8. When I was not on him last week whatsoever, and he crushed me. Even at 14 fantasy points, he crushed me, especially with those 8 targets in the receiving field. Instead of going over each player, let's kind of try to build something. So if we go with Mason at the captain, that leaves you 6-9 left over. Who is the value of the slate? Is it Jennings at 4,000? Is it Noah Fant at 3,000? Who's seeing consistent targets? But I mean, is he going to get you 5 fantasy points? And that's about it. Charbonnet 3-4. I mean, he's not getting any run now with KW back. I mean, let's try to Jennings at 4,000. That's 7-6 left over. I don't mind Lockett at 5-4. That's a cheap price tag for Lockett. And then 8-4 left over. JSN, Gino, Metcalf. I mean, that's not a bad build, but you're not getting any Kenneth Walker, and you're not getting any Samuel who can break off a long run for Samuel. Okay, let's try. What if we go cheap at captain with Lockett? 8-3 left over. And then what if we get Jennings still? Because I think Jennings is going to be the value at 4,000. 9-4, that's not bad. Play double quarterback, but then you're still fading Walker, you're still fading Samuel. This is an interesting slate. Sorry about the breakdown, guys. This is like I said, a kind of a slate that I'm not really liking. Um, but yeah, there's multiple ways to build. Yeah, I would focus on getting some Jennings in the value. And locking the value. I think those are your two best options for value on this slate. And I don't mind Fant as well to kind of throw in, but I mean Fant's getting there for you. Um, it's kind of getting tough for you. Jordan Mason at the captain is going to be tough. But I mean, again, I like him a ton still. And I know he's the highest price option. He's just the most consistent option that you can find on the slate. Um, but yeah, this breaks down the video for us as though. Thank you for tuning in. It's a great session, everybody. Have a good one.